What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert Global Lab patch notes reading for February 27th. So, hopefully you guys have been having a good week with the 10th anniversary patch and all the events going on. But yeah, we still have to read Global Lab notes. I kind of heard a little bit here and there from other people. Heard today was a mixed bag of good and bad news. So let's just get right into it. This is translated from Korean to English, by the way, so if you want to read it yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. I'll just try to make it make sense. All right, so let's see what's happening today. Character changes. Warrior, as the effect of increasing crit chance, spinning technique skill has been removed. Oh, the BSR one, okay. Deadeye, stunned instead of stiffness. Fixed instead of attack defense. Cooldown was used. Okay. Heard these are pretty big, actually. People like the Deadeye, people are saying is getting nerfed, and it was a pretty big deal. So we shall see. Alright, so improved inland fishing profits. We've been talking about this over the course of a couple of months since the Calpheon Ball. They announced that they wanted to make more regions on the same level as like the Velia coast. So like I'm pretty sure just more regions are just getting buffed to be what Velia is. So I think that's good. That's a nice picture, actually. It looks pretty high texture. That's Medaya. This looks like Duvinkroon, or yeah, Altanova Medaya. And then this one is also Duvinkroon. Well, I guess it tells you that, but now you know. That's good. Actually, fishing, getting buffed. Always nice. Everyone likes fishing. This one is a pretty bad one. Let's see. In December 2025, the contribution from the byproducts for most life skills were rebalanced. For farming, the quantity of blush leaves obtaining from the magical crops was significantly higher than the others. And as such, we've adjusted these values to maintain overall balance. That means it's getting nerfed. I actually thought that was intended because, like, literally farming is one of the, like, it's not bad, but I thought, like, they're trying to catch everyone up with contribution points. And so, like, instead of nerfing something, how about they buff, you know, the other ones that weren't as good? So, according to this one, basically, the crops are gonna grow faster, but the amount of blush leaves you get are going down. So what does that mean? In theory, it should be the same, but this is Pearl Abyss we're talking about. Do they know how to balance anything? Nope. And so we're just gonna have to see when it goes to the live server. But also, it was previously difficult to gain farming XP through harvesting. We've increased the XP gained from harvesting to be on par with plant raiding. So yeah, here's the thing. Hold on, let me just show you. What am I doing in game? As someone who is Guru 8 farming, after you hit Master 1, it is completely irrelevant. The reason why you get to Master, or was it Guru, I don't remember, is because you get the smaller farm plots. Because like before that, they're like the huge squares. And then at a certain point, you get them to the smaller version of squares. So basically, that was the only reason. Obviously, farming mastery and, you know, levels actually, they increase the speeds for harvest, planting. That is so irrelevant. It, like, everything from mastery for, like, every other life skill increases either the amount of silver you make, which, I mean, farming to an extent, but it's not really. Like, if you, like, gathering mastery and fishing mastery will net you, like, literally billions of silver for higher ones. Higher farming levels, they don't do anything. It's just, it's so minimal to the point where any other thing they could do with farming is literally just give people more materials for their tier 9 horses, or, you know, if you're using it to get to bottlenecks for harvesting, increase that amount. but instead they're just like, a lot of people use it for contribution points because that's one of the fastest ways to do it, myself included. But it just feels so bad that they're nerfing it. Like, they could have just, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see next week when crops go faster, but then we get, it should in theory feel the same, but you never know with this game. Basically, so what this one is, it's like, each color of the seed, like green, white, green, blue, and then the magical ones, which are the yellow. The quantity of stuff is going to be increased. So basically, for me, nothing is going to change because I used magical shards and I can't be bothered to, go change my harvesting to manual harvest until they make farming actually good again. So until then, unless something drastic changes, chances are nothing is going to change for me. So either way, this is a nerf because most people are using the yellow magical seeds. And yeah, so from 20 to 50 to 20 to 22, that's not good. That's a huge nerf, actually. That's like cutting your contribution points down. Like, you get 1 point every week. Now you'll probably get one every 2 weeks. So yeah, that's not good. Actually pretty sad. So that's not a good change. All right. Mass processing of immortality, elixirs, and perfumes. The fact that, this wasn't already a thing since they changed it is kind of wild, but I'm glad that you can mass process them now. Admittedly, the only people that are using the immortals are people who are PvPers. So, I mean, these are PvPing is very expensive. I don't even know if it's very profitable at all. Even with the amount of rewards from like node wars and sieges people make, and then guild payouts, I swear it's like breaking even in terms of silver, because the amount of immortal harmonies are like 300 mil for like 15 minutes. It's kind of crazy, actually. But I'm glad overall that you can mass process these now. That's good. It saves everyone time. The icon for Breath of the End has been changed. These are, I believe these are hunting materials. And so they're just changing the color of it. Cool. All right, so we're getting a new Black Shrine boss for Calamity 8 to 10. And this one is, I believe, Oduksini, which is the bird. For all of you who have done this before, basically it's the circle arena with the 4 pillars, and then you're dodging cross-shaped tornadoes, and then all of the things like the spirit thingies are jumping on you, and then you have to position the puddles away, and then you kind of just have to guess at random times when it's gonna slam. Otherwise, you just get one-shotted. So I didn't think this one was hard when I learned it, but at the same time, with Calamity 8 to 10, you never know what kind of weird mechanics they're going to add to this. So obviously on day 1 we are going to be doing this as usual. And yeah, like right now I have been able to do every single Calamity 8 to 10 boss that is currently available, and so I'm going to be doing it. But is it going to be harder than before? We shall see. And then the rewards, or I guess let's look at it. Boss difficulty 365, 375, 385. Calamity 8, 9, and 10, by the way. Historically, the same. Well, I guess. Is that the same as before? Let me go check. Let's see. Apex is 360, 70, 80. 360, 70, 80. Okay, so this is new. So this one is going up by 5 AP per tier. It's fine. Like, chances are a lot of the mechanics that they have in here, if you're going to get one-shotted by a mechanic, it doesn't really matter whether you're like 395 AP or like barely 365. One-shot mechanics will go through your defenses, and that's how it is. So The loot you can get. This is the one that matters. I believe this is Essence of Dawn. I believe that is what it is. The amount you get for these is probably a little bit higher than the others. I think the others are like 17 to 20, and then this one is 20 to 23, so it's like a few hundred mil more. And then all of the, or wait, no, Essence of Dawn is 20 to 24. Okay, so like 3 to 4 more compared to the others for the difficulty. And then yeah, interesting. So it is a little bit more loot, but basically the same thing as we've always been getting. And then wait, what is this? 20 to 24 Essence of Dawn. 21 to 24. Wait, is that Calamity 8, 9, 10? Okay, so yeah, 23 to 25 for doing it. Calamity 10, Calamity 9, and then 8. I mean, it's just a fun activity. If you can't do it, that's fine. Just continue doing the ones you've always been doing. We'll be doing it on day 1, so expect a video next week when that happens. And I should probably save one, or actually I should save 3 slots for that one. Improvement for Sycraia Ruins. So I have about 5 hours in the lower Sycraia ever since the patch. I like the spot. Obviously, I think there could be a few changes, but let's see. Phenomenon of monsters frequently returning to their original locations have been improved. What is that? Or this is upper. Well, I guess like depending on how you pull, you know how it's called leashing in like I guess American terms. When you pull things from point A to B, the distance you can pull them before they reset. So this is probably good. The time it takes for monsters to reappear, respawn, has been reduced by 4% compared to before. I guess this is fine. I guess if you're actual hard capped gear, this is probably more beneficial. But for me, like I'm a little undercapped with gear going into a spot, and I'm like I overclear a little bit, but usually I'm right on time with respawn. So for me, I think it's fine. But for people who are more geared than I am, then I think this actually seems like a realistically good number, 4%, because that's where I am compared to hard cap geared players. So actually good change. Status of abnormality attacks have been added to all of these. So basically, Sycraia Underwater has knockback CCs, and currently only a few of the monsters will actually try to knock you back. Next week, they're making it so all the monsters. So if you haven't already been using knockback crystals, you should probably get those sorted like right now and then prepare for next week. But either way, I've had them in since day 1. That's probably why I got a little bit less loot than everyone else, because I've been staying at 100 using, you know, all those crystals, whereas some people haven't. But either way, it'll be normalized next week, and my trash loot is on par with Garmoth, so I'm actually average, and whether that's good or not, I don't know, but I'm here for the crystals and all the stuff, that the loot that's from there before. Among the spoils of Sycraia's memory, green, blue, yellow, red orbs. I've never gotten a red one, by the way. Number of Capras has been changed from 5 to 15 to 15. W change. So yeah, overall, I think all of these are good changes for Sycraia upper and lower. Edania hunting, like hunting as in the life skill hunting. Following changes to rock elephant, bigger AoE and modifier. I believe, yeah, okay, good. So more loot, firing angles, more loot. Yeah, all of these are good changes. I admittedly haven't tried it yet, but we'll be doing that in the near future. So I guess we'll save it till next week because they're improving everything. And you guys saw that video that I did with Striker, where we basically made an entire hunting guide. If you haven't, I'll leave it in the description as well if you want to watch it. I went from hunting Master 11 to Guru 1 in like a day and a half. So yeah, just to prepare for this, but then I wanted to do Sycraia, so here we are. All right, next. Adventure journals, 150 new pieces of knowledge added to the Journal of Edania. Maximum energy of the categories increased from 1 to 2. Oh no, dude. Oh no. We got more stuff to go for energy. Hold on. Edania outside adventure. 150 new pieces. Dude, really? Oh, dude. Why can't they just add all this on day one? Because I remember actually going out of my way. Let me go look at this. Look. All right, so where would it be? Edania. I went out of my way to, for the most part, get all the knowledge. Like, you didn't get all of them by playing through the story. You have to go out of your way. Minus the ones for collecting all these chests. I did it part way and just got bored. But yeah, I actually did a lot of these. And then now they're adding more for all of them. So it's like, oh, I guess I got more energy to go for next week. So, yep, this is another activity we're going to have to be doing. Because that is another 6 energy for next week. More NPCs in Edania. Cool. Character movement on the world map has been improved. Oh, okay. Bug fixes and changes. Characters would collide with certain structures. Is there anything that's actually important to read? No, not really. All right, well, this patch has been ups and downs. If you're an endgame player grinding Sycraia, that's good. Hunting, got a buff, that's good. I think some like new boss, that's good for endgame players. Mass processing for various immortal elixirs should have been there a couple years ago, but I mean, it's better late than never. Hunting got nerfed. That's not good. Actually bad. I hope they revert that one. And fishing got buffed. So more positives than negatives, but I mean, that one negative was a big deal actually. So, and then Deadeye got nerfed, which if you're a PvPer and you don't play a Deadeye, that's good. If you do play a Deadeye, that's not good. But anyway, those are the notes for today. I would say overall good change. So yeah, if you want to read this, I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can check it out as well. I just know it's in Korean. So if you're new to your channel, hit that subscribe button and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.